Some stories aren't told with fireworks. They're whispered late at night by the heart that finally chose peace over perfection. Selena Gomez has broken her silence, and what she shared peeled back the curtain on a love triangle that wasn't about drama, but about becoming. Imagine this. You're 25. The world sings your name. Awards stack up like stars. You run a beauty empire, light up screens, command stages, and then the boy from your past, the one who made teenage hearts skip, drops to one knee. It sounds like the stuff fairy tales are forged from, but this wasn't a fairy tale. Not for Selena. Before we go deeper, hit that subscribe. It's free, and it helps us keep bringing stories that cut through the noise. Now here's the twist. When Justin Bieber proposed, Selena didn't hesitate. She didn't cry. She didn't swoon. She simply said, no. And now, for the first time, she's told the world why. It wasn't about bitterness. It wasn't about Hailey. It wasn't about any scandal the internet fed on. No, this was about her clarity, her soul, her boundaries. She said no because she'd finally grown enough to know the difference between loving someone and losing yourself for them. This wasn't heartbreak. It was rebirth. Behind the flashing cameras and screaming fans, they were once the golden couple. Selena, the soft-spoken warrior with Disney roots and a voice soaked in emotion. Justin, the global phenomenon, draped in tattoos and
Seriously, the way that Hailey has been moving lately. Seriously, the way that Hailey has been moving lately.
Tabloid headlines. But beneath that shine, cracks were forming. Selena faced battles no lens could capture. Lupus, anxiety, a kidney transplant. Justin, too, weathered storms of his own. Theirs was a love trying to bloom in a hurricane. In 2017, he came back. Post-surgery, post-silence. And the world said, this is it. Destiny. But behind the smiles, Selena felt an ache she couldn't ignore. A quiet knowing. When the ring came, her answer wasn't just no. It was, not yet. Not like this. Later, in a 2025 podcast that rippled across TikTok and Twitter like a wave, Selena confirmed it. Yes, he proposed, and I think he meant it. But she didn't. Not because she didn't love him, but because she finally started loving herself more. She didn't want to repeat the pattern. She didn't want to look in the mirror a decade from now, wondering when she disappeared. And here's where the story deepens. She admitted choosing herself was the hardest decision she's ever made, not because she didn't care, but because she did. She once sang, "The heart wants what it wants." But now, her heart had matured. It no longer chased chaos. It craved stillness. And what about Justin? Fans have spun 1,000 theories. The green card whispers, the rush into marriage with Hailey, the curious timing. But Selena never threw shade. She simply said, you can't say yes to forever if your soul is screaming, wait. Let's be honest. We've all been there, standing at the edge of something glittering, but knowing deep down it's not the right time, not the right way. And when that interview dropped, something amazing happened. The internet didn't just gossip, it paused, listened, reflected. One comment read, she didn't say no to him, she said yes to herself. Even Hailey Bieber seemed to nod, liking a post that praised Selena's strength. Was it a white flag or a chess move? Maybe both. But this isn't about who's right, it's about who's real. And Selena, she's never been more herself. Rare Beauty is climbing into the billion-dollar club. Her shows are winning hearts. Her music is raw, unfiltered,
Seriously, the
full
way
of
that
healing.
Hailey has been
But
moving
her
lately.
true
Seriously,
power,
the way that Hailey
she
has been
glows
moving
even
lately.
when no one's watching. So here's the question for you. Have you ever stood at the altar of expectation and chosen to walk away? Because that's what Selena did. Not with bitterness. Not with blame. With courage. The kind that whispers, not yet. Even when everything and everyone says go. She didn't follow the script. She wrote her own. She stepped out of the fairy tale the world wrote for her and penned something braver. Something quieter. Something hers. From Disney darling to Woman of Steel, Selena has become a living reminder that saying no isn't weakness. It's wisdom. And you don't need it all figured out to choose yourself. Sometimes, the truest love story begins when you finally stop chasing someone else's ending and start listening to your own beginning.
If this hit home, share it, comment, reflect, because in a world of noise, we all need reminders like this. Selena didn't just survive the headlines, she outgrew them, and that is the real love story.